Alright guys, welcome back to the vlog. Today we are starting in Ardmore, Oklahoma. I had a short little run here. Camera was dead, so I didn't get that load. Not much to it, but anyway, starting in Ardmore, Oklahoma, getting unloaded here. We're gonna run up to Oklahoma City and pick up a Coca-Cola load and take it back down to, I think, Fort Worth. Is it Fort Worth or Dallas? I don't remember. It's one of those two. But anyway, hope you all stayed safe during Icemagedon here in the South. We were shut down for 5 days. Thankfully, I was at home. I was able to get home before the ice came in. So this is first day back from Icemagedon. Yeah. So hopefully they get us unloaded here quickly. We don't have to pick up till tomorrow between 8 and 10 a.m. So we'll get up the road a little bit tonight and shut down and be ready to go for the morning. So let's hit the road. We finally got out of there 2 hours later. Not much in the way of cell phone service here, so it was hard to get anything accomplished, and it didn't move very quickly. We're on the road. We're gonna head on down the road here. Place to park. And now we got stuck in a railroad crossing. GPS doesn't want to kick on. Stuck in a railroad crossing. It's like it'll be okay. Y'all may have thought that my camera lens was dirty. It was not. It was my windows. I just noticed it as I was pulling through the railroad crossing. And then park at the Loves. If that doesn't work, we'll attempt to park at the casino parking. If that doesn't work, I don't know what the plan will be, but that's the plan for now. We got 72 miles up there to the Loves. It's about an hour. Get in a little later than I wanted to tonight, but it is what it is, I suppose. Alright guys, we made it. We're in our spot. We're at the Riverbend Casino truck parking. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. That building out there in the distance, that's the casino. Oh. There's snow here, like actual snow, not ice. So we're gonna shut down for the night here, and we'll pick this back up in the morning. See you then. Morning, everyone. We're heading out this morning. Spent our 10-hour reset at the Riverbend Casino just south of Norman, Oklahoma. We didn't go to the casino. We ate and we slept. Casino's over here to our right. We have 26 miles to our pickup this morning. We're going to pick up in Oklahoma City. Picking up dunnage for Coca-Cola and delivering down to a packaging facility in Fort Worth. So it'll be should be a relatively light load, and relatively short trip. It'll eat up the majority of our day. Probably won't have time for anything else, but we'll get some miles. What tomorrow holds. This is Norman, Oklahoma. University of Oklahoma's here in town. Can't see the football stadium from the highway. It really bumps me out. At least if you can, I haven't seen it yet. I don't think you can. I haven't been up here while in general, but I also haven't been up here very often in the daylight. Most of the time it's either real early in the morning or real late at night that I'm coming through Norman. So I don't really know what to expect traffic-wise. Doesn't seem like the traffic's going to be too bad, but that's just based off of the time and mileage. 21 minutes, 20 miles to the shipper. So a little bit of traffic. Again, we'll see. Can't really rely on the GPS for that too much. We made it. So just a disaster getting in here, to be completely honest with you. I had 2 different sets of directions. One sent me to the north side of the facility to check in with security. The other said, oh, go right to the dock door and go in this door, ring the bell. I went with the first set of directions because I figured it couldn't hurt. Well, I was wrong. They told me where to go, but I had to go down the street and turn around, and it was just a cluster. But anyway, we got a red light, so we should be getting loaded soon. These guys aren't in the biggest hurry in the world, but we'll get back to you when we get back on the road. We're loaded. We're on the road. We got there at 9:49 a.m. It's now 1:14 p.m. We're not having very solid luck at getting loaded or unloaded quickly this time out, but it is what it is, and that's just what we have to deal with. We're gonna run down to the Loves at Pauls Valley, Oklahoma, off of Interstate 35 south, and weigh this. It's only 20,000 pounds. It's probably fine, but I don't like operating on probablys and maybes, so we're gonna make sure we're right. About another like 2.5, 3 hours to Fort Worth. We'll be hitting Fort Worth at rush hour, so that's gonna screw us up. So this is probably gonna be it for today. I just hope we can get there before the place closes. It closes at, the Google review says it closes at 2:30. I'm sorry, not 2:30, 7:30. So we should be good to go that way. What I hope, because I don't know if we're going to make our appointment. Well, we shall see. South of Norman, Oklahoma, we passed the Riverbend Casino that we stayed at last evening. Yeah, we got about 35 miles down to Loves. We're going to stop at and get weighed. I'm sitting here listening to a podcast. They're talking about Jesus, the 12 disciples, going kind of an in-depth look into, you know, their life after what was recorded in the Bible. The thing that stuck out to me about them is all but one of them met a pretty horrible death. Judas obviously betrayed Jesus. He killed himself. 10 others met just horrible deaths. Skinned alive, crucified on crosses upside down. Just some of the most brutal ways that you can die are the deaths that these original followers of Jesus suffered from. And I think, you know, the thing that stands out about that is that goes to show that just because you believe in God and you follow Jesus doesn't mean that everything you're not going to suffer the way that the disciples did. There are Christians in this world that are being persecuted and killed for their beliefs, but most of us, especially those of us who live in North America, aren't going to be persecuted to that degree for our beliefs. But the other hope in that is, if you believe in Jesus and you follow Jesus and have been saved by Jesus, your reward is going to be in heaven, and no matter what happens on this earth, you'll be rewarded with getting to spend eternity with Christ. So, that's just some thoughts I've had while I've been driving down the road here. Pulling into the Loves here. Interstate 35. And naturally, it's a freaking disaster. Watched any of the earlier videos, you know that I've been here before to weigh. Why are they? I don't know why. This is where I want to go anyway. I thought the scale was in a different place here. Hopefully this thing scales out good so we don't have to come back around, because it's crowded in here. Good. We're good. £11,220 on our steer axle. That's the front axle. 22,500 on the drive axle. That's the two rear axles of the truck, and 22,680 pounds on the trailer axle, for a total weight of 56,400 pounds. So we're good to go there.
Now turn left and then join the highway.
Leave later. Now, today it took 3 to 4 hours to get loaded this morning. Just a disaster at all turns. really. But we're gonna get there when we get there. There's nothing we can do about it now, other than just keep our nose to the grindstone, keep the tires rolling on the pavement. That's what we'll do. Hopefully we get unloaded at a decent time, in a decent time tonight. We're not gonna get another load today, so we'll probably go down to the terminal in Alvarado for the night. Maybe we can get a truck
Follow for 106 miles.
in the morning before we roll out anywhere. We'll see what happens. From all the reviews I've been reading, they're pretty good about getting you in and out of this place that we're going to. So as long as we don't run into traffic and they're not closed before we get there, that'll present a problem. We're back in Texas now, boys. No more casinos. Fun is secured in Texas.
There's some duck and peas.
Seared duck. He seared a bunch of duck breasts and sliced it thin and left it on top of it. And it was fantastic.
Sounds like
And then we took the leftover noodles and dumped them in a gumbo the next day and ate them in a duck glass. Hey, gumbo with ramen
really
noodles.
fantastic stuff.
They know how to make a broth.
That's actually probably the best part about being an American.
You get everybody.
So I'm telling you,
Steal everybody else's food,
hey, Vietnam,
and it's great.
Mama son used to make, hey, you got a cold? Go get you a bowl of soup. Mama son, hey, you ain't got a cold.
They'll carry on without me for a minute.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Martin's
Uh,
kids.
Hey, the kids are acting up, boys.
Well, we'll
We're just about in Fort Worth. Straight ahead of us is like downtown Fort Worth. Got 12 miles to the receiver. Saying 32 minutes until we get there. So obviously there's traffic. I mean, I shouldn't say this, but I will for the sake of the video. Traffic actually hasn't been that bad so far. For what, 5 o'clock on a day, is it? Friday? So, be there shortly. He finally made it. Boy, the sunset's pretty out there. Camera doesn't do it justice. Not at all. But yeah, we finally made it. Traffic in Fort Worth cost us about an hour, but we got here. Getting unloaded now. After this, we're gonna run down to the terminal. It's only 20 minutes away, so we'll be staying there for the night, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. But it's gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. Probably got a little long, being 2 days, but thank you guys. I appreciate everybody watching. If you haven't, if you'd like the video and subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. Trying to grow this thing. Share it with your friends too. I haven't said that. That's a new one. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.